This week, we'll explore the vibrant health of the Hudson River, cut up some chum, and go striped bass fishing.
I got it. I don't believe it. I got it.
We'll also tour a remote-controlled yacht and interview the mayor of the river, John H. Vargo. Finally, we'll dine like a boss at the Hudson Water Club in Haverstraw. So come aboard. It's time for Making Waves with Lex.
Hey, welcome to our very first episode of Making Waves with Lex. You are considered the mayor of the Hudson River, and you have been around the river for so many years, and you've seen so many changes through the years. And what's your earliest memory
That's a good question.
of the river?
I remember swimming right here behind me, right on the beach down below on the other side of the woods when I was 4 years old, and used to have to swim like this because then there was steam locomotives, of course, so the locomotive dust used to lay on the water and they were caught in the tide line, and then all of the sewage from the open sewers in the Hudson River would all collect in the tide line. And before you could swim, you had part where you were swimming.
That's crazy.
Compared to where we are today,
Yeah.
which is a magnificent Hudson River.
How long ago was that?
1944, 45, yeah.
Incredible. So it's come a long way. Like, a lot of people don't realize how clean the river has become.
There'll always be an issue, but the issues can be taken care of. But the river is in wonderful shape. It has the largest sturgeon fishery in the world.
How big can sturgeon get?
Oh, 8 feet.
They look like not mini sharks. I saw one
They're
once.
bigger than you.
Yeah, it was giant.
Yeah, I've seen them that way. Actually, the last sturgeon season was in 1995. They caught 150 sturgeon in a week.
Wow.
And people got excited and said, stop, we're catching too many sturgeon. But the river basically is in great shape. There's probably 160 different species of fish depending on the time of the year.
Wow.
It's just great.
I mean, that's so much more than I ever imagined, that there were that many fish in here.
Well, most people don't know it, but that's true. There are people studying the river and being paid for it for the last 40 years, and I'm a good friend with them, and they'll tell you exactly what the river is like. It's in wonderful shape.
It was amazing to see how many more species there were this year, because we've done it in the previous 2 years as well. And it was wonderful to see more variety of species, and the children absolutely enjoy going in and sailing.
So you've been connected with the river all this time, and how did you start boating on the Hudson Magazine, of which you are the publisher?
I've been in sales all my life. The people who owned the magazine knew that I loved fishing, and they encouraged me to write a book. I wrote a book called Hudson River Stripers, The Guide in 1998. The three people who owned the magazine were splitting. By 2000, they were going to shut the magazine down. It was only 45 pages.
Wow.
So at that point, I decided I'd buy it. And I said, don't shut it down, I'll buy it. And I bought it. And I doubled it the first year and tripled it the second.
Before you and I met, I was a huge fan of the magazine. And one thing that was so remarkable about it, it was all positive. It was all about what's great about the Hudson River.
That's exactly.
Because in the media, like the mass media, I heard and I read so many things that were so negative, that the river was polluted, that it's dead, there aren't any fishing, don't eat the fish if you happen to catch one, you glow in the dark, whatever it was. And then as I'm reading your magazine, I'm like, oh my God, this is an awesome place. And it was so rich in content that appealed to so many types of readers, and not just for boaters.
And people have been ingrained with the fact that the river is supposedly dirty, dead, and polluted, and it's just opposite.
Right.
It really is the opposite.
And I know I've talked with people, they've spent tens of thousands of dollars to come here from China, other parts of Asia, South America,
Right.
and they are blown away.
Absolutely.
And we want to educate people about, number one, that anyone can enjoy it, whether you have a boat, whether you're on land. There's so many things to do. And we're going to be highlighting new adventures, great restaurants, great characters on the river, secret beaches, coves, anchorages, fishing ideas, family fun.
And all the historic
over.
sites.
Yes, there's so many.
Yeah, absolutely, there's tons and tons of stuff.
Oh, my God.
sites. This is not a lake. In a lake, you can't go anywhere. But people from all over the world travel here. I can't tell you how many people enjoy the river. They really do.
We're right now in the midst of striper season.
Yes.
Now, striped bass season goes from when to when?
Well, usually the fish arrive here on about April 15th. We were out fishing this morning. We caught 2 fish that were about 25 pounds each.
How many striped bass actually come up the Hudson River?
7 to 8 million.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
What do you need to catch striped bass? Do you need fancy gear, expensive bait?
Well, you need somebody who knows what they're doing. spend some time with someone who's actually catching them. You need fresh bait. It's either bunker or herring.
John, thank you so much for showing us your connection with the Hudson River.
It's been my life, and I enjoyed doing it. Looking forward to teaching you how to fish.
Excellent. Let's go.
This is the main fish of the Hudson River and of the ocean. You get a nice sharp knife.
Yeah, you have to always have a sharp knife. Very, very important. Particular boat's a 1985 Sea Ray, and phenomenal riding boat, I've been told. And a lot of the newer Sea Rays aren't as smooth in some of the chop, and this is just extraordinary. I mean, Sea Ray made a great boat here. This is a good sign. Knowing there are people on land fishing here, we know that there are fish.
Creep by them, otherwise they'll be putting a hex on us, and we'll have a serious time with the hex.
I've got the soul of hope, and there are fish that are just begging to be on the hook of a well-dressed fisherman.
Swing off to your left a little bit. Better here than up there. He said it's very rough up there.
You only want one?
That's all.
Thank you.
This is the main fish of the Hudson River and of the ocean. You get a nice sharp knife.
Yeah, you have to always have a sharp knife. Very, very important. Make clean cuts.
Now what I'm doing is chumming and making a big mess on Lex's boat.
Yeah, that's right. Blood it washes right off.
Blood and guts.
So I know this is really important because this puts the fish into a feeding frenzy.
Exactly.
Because what I read, John, is that fish aren't feeding all the time. Just there could be 1,000 fish there, right? It doesn't mean they're necessarily going to bite the bait.
Right.
And why would that be?
Well, because what they smell is the blood. And what you do is you get them going by throwing enough chum in the water, create excitement.
John is also known as the fish whisperer as well. There's a way to exercise by doing squats. Great for your glutes while you're waiting for the fish to bite. What's the biggest fish that someone... Oh, I got a bite. No, look, that's not me. When do I hook it?
Give it to him.
I got it. I got it. I got it. Oh, it's gone. Damn it.
That was actually a fish.
It was a fish. Oh my God. That was a big one too.
But that was a bite.
Yeah, that was big. I mean, it was heavy. Oh, I mean, that was heavy. Oh my God. My heart's like racing now. I am so excited. I mean, the adrenaline gets pumping. That was probably a 50-pound, maybe 53-pound fish. And it was just fighting me. It was just fighting me. I always listen to him. Whenever he says, you know, go here to fish, that's where I go. And today, ready, we got a giant bite. Was probably the biggest fish of my life so far. And the world record is what? In state
60
record.
pounds.
60 pounds caught just north of here, Newburgh, right?
Yep.
60 pounds. So I would be happy for 50, 55. That's what I'm putting in for today. So we'll see. Patience is the key to a great fisherman or a great fisherwoman. We will meditate now.
Holy smokes, that's a big fish.
The unit itself with installation is about 15,000.
Wow.
With this size boat, you really need to have the yacht controller so that you could see the swim platform.
Yeah.
Home style cooking in the pot, browning. man. Real flavor, real style, real taste. Banging. Everybody's finger licked out. We are Unique Green!
Oh my God.
They aren't big enough.
No, they're big enough.
This is a striped bass fishing tournament. We started 4 years ago.
Holy smokes, that's a big fish.
The other ones on the river never had prizes like we had. The weigh stations closed early. We have child, youth, senior, and the grand prize winner. We wanted something in our hometown to help our community, and it's more for the youth. Everybody's welcome, but it's geared towards the youth. Try to get kids involved in the beautiful Hudson River, which we're on right now here at the Cortland Yacht Club. And they were very generous to let us use their facilities this weekend.
The big fish is in the cooler.
John, you gotta help get it out.
And we gotta help get it out. So there you go. Come on, follow me, everybody. That's some fish, huh?
What are you gonna send me?
Just want to get it in there.
You got it.
Yes. Oh, wow. No, I caught it. Yeah, she caught it.
31.8, John.
31.8, lost weight, man.
Who caught it?
Right here, this young lady right here.
So was it a battle?
It was a battle.
All these fish come here before they go to Long Island Sound.
Yep.
That's it, boys. Bottom line. 18 years old. Probably a third time up here spawning. And if it wasn't such a fight, we would have released it. But it was a fight and we wouldn't make it, so we that's what we did. Absolutely.
There's a fish coming in over here in the corner.
Oh my God, that's a big
That's a big carp.
Yeah, you gotta hold it.
I can't hold that.
Oh, you gotta hug it, kiss it, and kiss it, and love it.
Have a 8-pound carp.
8-pound carp. We're doing a family fishing day. I work for the Wounded Warrior Project, which is a nonprofit organization that helps those warriors integrate back to civilian life.
Today we've had a variety of fish caught, anywhere from catfish, carp, to stripers.
We want to have them interact with their families again, and fishing is just a great way. Take your child out, sit on the water, and just enjoy the day.
Look at the pole going down. A giant catfish, Gavin. That is awesome.
Great job, bud.
How's it feel? How's it feel? This is awesome. That is a beautiful catfish.
We have the Wounded Warrior Project down here and their families and their children. And we have about 15, 20 guys down here helping out, bringing the kids down to the water. I'm helping one kid out there right now that's probably never fished before. Actually, he said he caught seaweed the last time he was down here. Now he's down here and he caught 4 striped bass. He released them all back. He's feeling good about that. It's actually a lot of fun.
How many fish have you caught today so far?
I think I got 5.
Oh my God, 5 fish, that's amazing.
Yeah. I got 4 stripers in a row.
4 in a row? And how big were they?
The biggest I got was 15. My first one I got was 11.
What did it feel like that you never caught fish before, right?
I was happy and just proud.
Oh, it's great to see his face light up.
We started this children's catfish contest several years ago here at Billy Joe's, and today we have the opportunity to host the Wounded Warriors and their families, teach them how to fish and to teach them the appreciation of the river. This is really the mission of the Hudson River Fishermen's Association, to make people aware of the river and the recreational opportunities that it serves. All up and down the river, people could be doing the same thing every day of the week. It's a wonderful river and it belongs to all of us.
This is Blade Runner meets the Hudson River, meets the Jetsons. Good song, too.
The North Plank Tavern has it all. It has great food, it has history, it has folklore and ghost stories.
We are kind of casual socially, but we take our food very seriously.
All with a joystick. Wow. And it's got stern thrusters and bow thrusters. Very, very rare for most to have both.
The unit itself with installation is about 15,000.
Wow.
But you could see with this size boat, you really need to have the yacht controller so that you could see the swim platform.
Yes.
And when you're bringing the boat in.
Right, you can't do it from.
You can't do it from the bow, or you can't do it from the upper helm.
Yeah.
Very expensive unit, but it does the job. A little ice maker here with the ice up here and the refrigerator up here. All your beverages are here. And then you have whiskey, vodka,
Oh my God.
scotch, gin, or rum.
That's amazing.
And it just comes out.
You have an electronic bar here.
Yeah.
This is amazing.
Yeah.
That's whiskey fountain there, ladies and gentlemen. Rum fountain.
That's it.
Gin fountain. Vodka
All
fountain.
the,
Scotch fountain.
bottles are underneath there. It has central air and heat up here. It has 5 television sets.
He brought it all the way up from Staten Island, and he had
17 people.
17 of his closest friends, or. And how long did it take you to get up here?
About 3 hours.
Right, not bad. What's it cruise?
We were just cruising. She'll top out at 33 miles per hour. If you're on the lower helm and you want to see to the stern of the boat, the TV is electric.
This is Blade Runner meets the Hudson River meets the Jetsons. Good song too. We're going into the catacombs of this magnificent yacht. Wow, look at this. You could definitely live on this.
My wife told me that since we have the washer and dryer, there's no excuse for her to have dirty clothes. This is a yes, queen size bed, 2 showers complete. Each room has its own air conditioning and heat. The nice thing about a vessel like this is you can go just about anywhere you want. It holds 800 gallons of diesel fuel and it also carries 200 gallons of fresh water.
One of the trips you'd like to take next year would be to where?
The Bahamas.
Wow.
We would like to follow the East Coast down into Miami, stay there for a couple of weeks, and then shoot across 50 miles into the Bahamas.
Wow.
And spend the winter in the Bahamas.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah. The question I get all the time is, will you be fishing off this boat? And the answer is no. No.
I don't blame you.
No. We also have a complete diving setup for this boat.
Wow.
So if we have any problems, we can go into the water and fix anything underneath the boat.
Are you a certified diver
Yes,
yourself?
I am. And my wife is, and my 3 children are.
Wow, that's awesome.
Since I was 17 years old, and I'm 75 right now.
What's the deepest you've dove?
About 120 feet.
Wow, all right. And do you have to decompress and so forth because you were down there a certain
Yeah,
time?
it depends how long you're down.
Yeah.
The waterways in Westchester around July and August, the Hudson River really cleans up, becomes clearer, and you can dive here in the Hudson River and see things.
That's wild. I
that you
never
could not do 10, 15 years ago.
You could bring your family, your friends, your kids, your pets, go swimming, eat the amazing striped bass in the Hudson River and so
Striped
forth.
bass, it's amazing.
Delicious fish.
The size of the striped bass that they're picking up here. We're finding more and more clams now.
Really?
On the Hudson
I didn't
River.
know that.
Oh yeah. The birds will pick the clams up.
Really?
And we'll find them on the dock.
Wow.
Yeah, the empty shells.
Huh. Tell me, Ralph, what's the importance of the Hudson River in this region?
What we're doing now is going to help the next generation. We may not see it now.
Great point.
But we will see it in the next generation.
Yes.
And that's so important.
That's what you want when you're a waterfront restaurant or any restaurant, is to serve your guests the freshest ingredients possible.
Welcome to Magneto Cafe!
Can I have 3 slices, gentlemen?
It's all fresh quality.
I feel like I'm back in the Bronx.
Boar's Head cold cuts.
Have a great afternoon.
Perfect pizza, fresh and hot.
Mike, thank you so much for joining us today. I am an absolute lover of great food and great wine and great ambiance. And I've come here a number of times. And by the way, the food is awesome here.
Thank you.
What inspired you to become a chef?
You know, it's in my family. My aunt owned restaurants up in Vermont. As a child, we'd go up there, and during the busy time of the holidays, they'd throw us kids in the kitchen, and we'd do, you know, nonsensical things like peel potatoes and stuff like that. So that was my first taste of the restaurant life. And then my first job, right before I turned 16, was in a restaurant. They were looking for busboys. So, you know, I started there, and then from there I moved into the kitchen, doing prep work, and then salad station, and started working the line, and now, 26 years later, I'm still working restaurants.
I like this restaurant. I like where we Chef Mike.
Thank you.
Wanted to come back to Rockland, and I liked working for Chris, so I made the move back and helped them reopen the Hudson Water Club.
Lex, pleasure. Welcome to the Hudson Water Club.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here, Chris. How did you come to own this amazing place, and what's your vision for it?
It's everything to everybody. So we have people that will come on Mother's Day that expect an extravagant brunch. We also have people that come off the boats that want burgers and wings. So we kind of have to cater to all sides.
What are some of the elements that makes you so unique here?
Well, we're one of the few places that's left on the waterfront that you can dock and dine. Our deck holds 250 people, and that's not including the tiki bar, which gets very busy at night. We have bands almost every single night. In the summertime, we go from Wednesday to Sunday with live entertainment. It's a lot of things to a lot of people.
Monica, what do you most love about owning this amazing place, and what do you love about coming here to work every day?
Well, there's so much to love. I love the view. I love the people. We have all different kinds of customers. I love the vibe. We have a very friendly staff. Weekends can get very, very hectic, and during the week, it's peaceful. There's something for everyone here.
Cheers.
It's just so laid back. You feel like you're on vacation.
So many restaurants I eat at, the seafood is very fishy, which obviously means it's not very fresh. How do you get such amazing scallops? And they're always amazing.
Well, we have a very close working relationship with a lot of our vendors. We get very frequent deliveries, so we don't have a lot of stuff sitting on the shelf. You know, we're not trying to order one day and serve it for the next 4 or 5 days. You know, they're here almost on a daily basis, even when we're slow. And that's what you want when you're a waterfront restaurant or any restaurant, is to serve your guests the freshest ingredients possible.
And you definitely do that. And then I'm a big bread lover. And so many times when it comes to restaurants, people will prepare an amazing meal, but they'll give you this bread that they got out of Walmart. And it doesn't do service to the entire experience. And your bread was absolutely phenomenal.
It's a basic focaccia recipe, but any bread that's cooked fresh and served to the guests fresh is going to be phenomenal. The fact that I have the ability to, even in a busy kitchen, make our own bread and serve it, you know, basically hot out of the oven to the guest is a great situation. I've tried to create a menu that's basically something for everyone, you know, whether it's like the scallops that you talked about, or a simple burger, or, you know, our wood-fired pizza. We imported a pizza oven from Italy. I import the flour from Italy. I have locally done mozzarella. Whether, you know, you're getting off your boat in jean shorts for a beer and a burger, or you're coming for a special occasion like an anniversary. We want to cater to everyone and try to make everyone happy. And I think with our cross-section of menu selections, we've come pretty close to being able to do that.
Keep doing what you're doing, and thank you.
Thank you.
And I know I am going to try some of that extraordinary, world-class wood-fired pizza in just a few minutes. So thank you so much for spending some time with us with Making Waves with Lex.
My pleasure. Thank you so much for coming.
The colors are amazing. The contrast of colors.